Right, and right in this one, I want us to address the range. Right, remember the range, unlike the x-axis, but the range is are the y values. But now we've got an issue here because the y values, our y values are affected by this value of q. So meaning if our graph is moved, our range is going to change, right? How is that going to happen? Right, let's take the first one. The first one, it's simple because it's 0 here, right? So it means our range is simply going to be what? We can just say y is not equals to 0, meaning y can be anything but not 0, right? Or we can say y less than 0 or y greater than 0, which is the same thing. Or you can say y is an element of all real numbers, right? Then negative infinite up to 0, union 0 up to negative infinite, right? What I want you to take note of here is this 0. This 0 tells you what? Tells you the asymptote. The asymptote is at y is equals to 0, right? So if they give you something like this, they are telling you that your asymptote y is equals to 0 is your what? Is your vertical, is your horizontal asymptote, right? So this is your range. You can write one of these, right? But I think it's better if you get used to this one. Most of the time they write it like this, right? Now, what if now we've got this situation, right? Plus 3. What does it tell you now? It tells you now that the graph is shifted upwards, right? So if it's shifted upwards, it means now your range will come from this side, but once it arrives at 3, and then stop because your y can't be 3, right? And then it comes from this side, goes until it's at 3. The y again can't be 3. So it means now instead of this 0, we're going to have a 3 here, right? Right? Y can be greater than 3, y can be less than 3, right? Or you can write it like this, right? And now what is your asymptote? Y is equals to 3, right? Yes, y is equals to 3 is your asymptote, right? And this thing defines the range, and this range helps you to find what? The asymptote, the horizontal asymptote. And remember, this horizontal asymptote, the line of symmetry is going to pass here, right?